Hey guys, today is War 1 of Season 31, and I am with SSX now. And yeah, for this war I have Nick Fury, Warlock, and Odin on my team. Really excited to use this R4 Nick Fury in war. And yeah, I'll just let you guys watch these fights. Really happy with how this war went. And later in the war, I do get a really annoying bug that did cause me a lot of panic because I thought it was going to cause some fights to be impossible solo, but as you'll see later in this video, the fights ended up being perfectly fine. And yeah, now for this kitty fight, there's something I overlooked in planning, and that its class disadvantage gets extra damage from brute force, and due to how you fight kitty, brute force is going to be a real pain here. So normally Nick versus Kitty is a fantastic matchup, but due to the class disadvantage thing, not as clean as I would have liked. It's still fine. I probably would never die to this fight, but definitely some risk of going to second life. So yeah. And here I should have hit into her block, and that probably would have prevented the phase and let her throw her special. That's just a little bit of an error on my part. And now I thought she threw a second medium into my block, but she didn't. So I went to retaliate with the medium, but obviously that didn't work because she didn't throw a second medium into my block. And yep, waits to throw a special one for brute force, and just taking so much damage from brute force, as you can see. And now we're gonna try and finish this fight with a special two. And yeah, now for this PS Mojo, we have a set of read pre-fights, and I practiced something with heavy countering his L1 after this war to make it so only 2 hits of the heavy connect and still refresh the read debuffs. With that, to give Mojo just a little bit less of power, I tested it a bunch in duels, so I was sure it was safe, and I got comfortable with it. Definitely a nice touch, but if you're particularly worried about this fight, don't even stress about the read debuffs falling out if it's causing you to make mistakes elsewhere. The main thing you want to focus on is just doing those 4-hit combos, and you're good with that. And yeah, really nice matchup for Nick. Spider 99 was banned, so, Nick is definitely a solid option. There's a bunch of other options to work really well for this. Horseman A is probably my favorite. But due to the map, how it lined up, we needed the Apacos to be still ramped for Section 2, both of the Apacos we had sent out, so we weren't going to be able to transfer a Horseman to this Mojo, so I decided to just take it with Nick Fury rather than risking it on RNG with a non-Horseman Archangel. And yeah, here we have the bug with these Odin pre-fights where I ranked up Odin mid-war. I forgot about this bug, and it caused me to lose my pre-fights, and I needed the shock pre-fight for this hazard shift shock and bleed node, because as you can see, I'm going to take a lot of shock damage. So I had boosted pretty big and turned on suicides for this, because I was worried I wasn't going to be able to solo these, and I really didn't want that dumb mistake to cost my ally the war or anything. So yeah. But as you can see, the fight's going down pretty smoothly. We're on track to win the fight. definitely an overboosting, but you can never be too safe. And one more L2 will do it. And now for this Weapon X, same story really, but I was worried Nerves of Steel would drag this fight on too long, and it didn't really change the fight duration much at all. And yeah, for this war, we lost 14 to 18. I'm assuming a lot of that is coming from getting used to bans, and a lot of it is coming from how long of an off season there was. Always going to be a little bit of scuff on the first war, especially when you have such a long off season. You know. But yeah, decent war for myself. Very happy to get that R4 Nick Fury for war. He is an absolute beast. And now I am 5-0 for the season and 82-0 overall for my solo streak.